All right. Hello, everyone, and welcome
Woo!
to episode number 5. I'm going to go ahead and kill the music here real quick. Let me just drag this over here. Super professional streamer. And everything is, everything's all jacked up. Maybe if I did this. All right, there you go. Hey, I fixed it. All right, super professional streamer,
Looks
everyone.
like I'm currently the GM here.
Five episodes in, totally butchering it, just doing God's work. And really, just having a good time. So profesh. Thank you, Wraith. Let me actually kill this music because it's probably blowing out the eardrums of our listeners. Let me just go over here and just do one of these. And all right, hello. I am Derwolf. I am the game master. And joining me today are several amazing, fantastic, exuberant, glorious, impressive, all of these other positive affirmations that I can think of role players. And as is tradition, we're going to go around the table. We're going to introduce ourselves. We are going to tell us a little bit about your character. And then we're going to dive into session 5, which, unless something crazy happens, this is likely going to be the conclusion. Be it I'm going to whisper it, TPK, or utter victory and 10% of all profits from this Echo Mine that you're going to travel into. But I have faith in your abilities and the dice hating me. This is what I have faith in. So we're gonna go around the table. Let's start with Drew, and then we're gonna go Drew, Augie, Brian, Lights, Jasper. No transitions. I'm just
Will not
quiet.
remember.
I'm just gonna trust you guys. Have at it.
I already forgot who's going first. Hi, I'm Drew. I'm playing the Kenku Bard. Is awesome, and moving on.
Oh, all right. Hi, I'm Augie. Augie Lane on all social media. I am playing Zogun, Kalishtar Twilight Cleric. He's pretty cool, in my opinion. Yeah, I started a new job this week too, so I am training to be a barista. Yeah, so that's me.
I am Brian. I'm at Mind Over Brian on Twitter and on Twitch, although on Twitch I spell it with a 0. I go by he, him, and I am playing Peter, our Dragonborn fighter, who is in an Echo Knight now. He's very excited.
Glorious.
I am Light's fantastic. Patrick is my name. I don't have social media because I'm an old fogey and I don't see the use of it. I play Oster. He's a halfling and he's in this for the money and only for the money.
Brilliant.
Jasper, I'm the Pathfinder sometimes DM, and I am playing Blue, the excitable sorceress that is seeking pastries.
All of the confections. All of them. And of course, as I mentioned, I am Derewolf, the Game Master. Super thrilled to be here. And before we get started, I do just want to extend a thank you to these 5 lovely individuals who have bumbled through 5e with me because it's not my wheelhouse. Pathfinder is my wheelhouse. Y'all have been wonderful, and it's just been a great ride. So hopefully we can end on a high note and not a low note with you all on the ground. So with that being said, we open our scene. The day after you were at the Cragmaw Castle, you have rescued your Dwarven compatriot, and you've returned back to the Stonehill Inn. The 2 brothers, it's early in the morning, are awake before everyone else. And as you all rouse, you've healed up, you've had several long rests to get rid of any wounds and whatnot that you've had. Zogun, your journal is filled to the brim with all of these interesting facts about goblins and hobgoblins and wolves and maybe even a little bit about drow. You saw one for a split second. You noticed that they ran very fast. So maybe you can write that down and discover a bit more about it. But we're going to open up with Blue. And Blue, you are awake. You've heard the shouting and screaming. But you also smelled something sweet. But it was interesting. It was sweet and it was filled with a little bit of like this kind of savoriness as well. So it was a mixture of sweet and savory together, but almost comically like you'd see one of those animated characters float down the stairway.
Floating along. Nose.
And there's that string of the smell, the air. You can see a little steam. It kind of came up and grabbed onto you. And as you travel down the stairs, you get into the main room, you see that in the center of this tavern that you've been staying in, this inn, you see the 2 brothers. There's a huge circular wooden table in the center. And on that table is that map that you all found with the two rock seekers, or the one rock seeker that you helped, and they're both pointing, arguing. One pushes the other, one like gives the other the finger, and they're going back and forth, and you overhear this argument. The argument is about how best to approach the cave, how to get into the cave, who should go, what do they think is going to be in there, is it safe, is it not safe? And it appears that they both agree that you should go and explore the cave. Like, this is definitely what you should do, but they disagree about the best way to approach it. With that being said, though, from behind the bar, you see there's this large cast iron stove. And on that cast iron stove, you see 3 very pristine, beautifully crafted, the lattice work pies. And you can see those
Where do they get these cooks, man, out here in the boonies?
These pies. Guess what they are? Blueberry. They had some extra blueberries left over. But one of the pies is not blueberry. One of them is something different. And you cannot quite place what it is. That's you're convinced that's where this mixture of sweet and savory is coming from.
Did you put meat in the pie?
From behind the counter, the bartender, stands up. You see he's covered in just like pasty, like dough and flour. His face is half covered in flour. What? Wait. Oh, you're the guy. You're the guy. Yeah. Oh, sorry. Throat's a little sore. You're the guy. Yes. Girl. Person. Right. You brought the blueberries. I've got some great news. I've created I'm calling it the Phandelverian. And it's really, I think it's going to be a hit. And I would like you and your compatriots to be the first to try it.
What did you put in the Phandelverian?
It's going to sound crazy, all right? It's going to sound crazy, but I just want you to hear me out. Also,
I'm a little concerned.
If you could get your friends, I want everyone around. I'm going to give everyone a slice. I want you to simultaneously take a bite. The guy himself, this bartender, owner of the bar, he is like overly energetic. And as you get closer, you can smell kind of like, ever smelled coffee breath? Yeah, it smells a little bit like he's had a lot of coffee. And then he's been up. He's got that wide-eyed, bewildered look, like he's been up for a long time, maybe 2 or 3 days. He's like, all right, yeah, it's good to be the Phandelverian. Okay, so I'm not going to tell you what's in it yet. But if you try it, I'll tell you what's in it afterwards. Because I don't want your opinion to be skewed.
Like that kind of deal. It doesn't sound like it's very much in my favor. Also, the fact that everyone has to eat it at the same time makes it sound like you're going to just kill us all with poison for some reason.
If you want to start first, that's fine. I don't care.
I don't really want to start first, actually.
But what if, and hear me out, and he gets real close, and the coffee breath just washing over you. It is almost foul. He's like, but what if, and hear me out, what if you did try it?
I know in Pathfinder you do not need. No, yeah, it's right. Mage Hand, you do not need line of sight. So I'm just going to summon Mage Hands in every room and just tap on everyone's shoulder and kind of like do sign language to get them to come here. And I'm sure, like, maybe you can make them have an intelligence check, but I'm sure like no one knows what the Mage Hands are signing at all.
You all see a giant floating hand. It's coming for your faces. It looks terrifying. Just rah.
Would I know that this is coming from Blue?
Give me an intelligence check.
Fingers have icing on them.
There's like some blue scales, on the side of it.
My intelligence is so bad.
I'm excited.
It's supposed to be your shtick. Hey, that's pretty good.
18. That, you know what? Yeah. You look at it, and comically enough, you notice that the fingertips seem to be covered in batter. You're like, it's gotta be blue.
Right.
It's gotta be blue.
No, my Twilight Cleric is wisdom based. So my intelligence and
I get that you're a caster that's wisdom based, but your whole thing is like study and research. So it's like,
yeah,
it's funny that intelligence is your dump stat, basically.
That's why my monsters aren't very good.
Oh my god, man!
I know exactly who.
Everyone knows the sign language that Blue just basically made up. Like everyone's deciphered it.
Brilliant.
Everyone knows she's summoning everyone down for poison
The
pie.
pie, yeah.
I just wanted to know if I knew that it would be like your mage hand that would have been sent to me. So
Funny.
since I know it is, I'm gonna head down.
Everyone can gather. I love it. So everyone gathers down, and similar to the way that I described it, you
pie.
see the two brothers arguing. The argument seems to, at this point, Blue, you've been overhearing it. It seems to have died down, and it appears that the older of the two brothers, the one you rescued, Grundon, he has effectively won, and the other is like shaking his head. All right, you're right, brother. Hip, straight in. Don't bumble around, just straight through the front entrance. I mean, it seems the most logical. Sneaking around in the dark is only going to get everyone killed. And the brother's like, exactly, that's what I was saying. We just got to go right in. Just got to ram it up in there. Just get into the thing and go straight into the dungeon and just get all the monsters, get the loot, get the gold, and just make it happen. And yeah, it seems like they've come to a conclusion.
At this point, like I've taken one of the non-sus pies, one of the blueberry pies that are normal, and I'm just kind of eating it, watching, like just spooning it out. Like I'm not eating it right at all.
The barkeep tavern owner is crouching down by his cast iron stove and is just eyeing this pie. There's that little bit of steam coming up off of it, and he's just staring at it with his hands together, and he's just like, "You're gonna make me famous. I'm gonna be the most famous
Phandelver
person in the entire world, the Phandelverian. It's gonna go far. They're gonna talk about it in Neverwinter. It's gonna be amazing." He seems like he's maybe lost his mind.
Away.
maybe he's lost his mind. You're not sure, but as you all rise,
I side with the captured dwarf because you didn't even really seem to care that he was captured until you learned about the map. You're kind of a shitty brother.
That is a fair assessment. And I'm not happy about it, but it's a fair assessment. That's all I have to say about that. And he sits down and crosses his arms and looks very grumpy to himself.
You're a very good chef for being out in the middle of nowhere. These are fantastic pies.
Well, thank you. Thank you very much. I put a lot of love and blood, sweat, and tears into these.
Not gonna have the weird one, though. That one's probably poison.
Speaking of blood, sweat, and tears, who wants to try the Phandelverian? And he slides this pie onto it. Now, as everyone views this pie, it looks like...
Make an intelligence save.
There's probably some meat in it. There's also some fruit. There's also some vegetables. It's like a weird, almost a pot pie. And it looks like it's moving.
I am so in.
Pie.
Yeah, Peter starts to salivate.
Yeah, I'm 100% in.
Brilliant.
I'm like, no, thank you. I'm gonna have the
You
pie.
Carnivores in the
You're right
group
there.
all like, it's moving, it's prey.
You're right there. And it was
sees it move, and I take out my notebook and I start writing notes.
I love it. He looks over at Click, Zogun, and Peter. You three. You seem adventurous. You wanna give it a try? Come on. I'll cut you a slice.
I don't get a whole pie.
No, just a slice. Trust me, you don't want a whole pie.
You don't want to hear that from the cook, dude.
Just want to give it a...
I might look adventurous, but I promise you, I'm not that adventurous.
All right, you're out. You two, Bird Guy and Dragonborn.
So half pie for me.
Just start with a slice. Trust me. Just start with a slice. I just want to know your opinion of a slice. And he goes to cut it, and as he cuts it, the pie
screams,
makes a noise. It sounds like... It's quick, short. He cuts into it. And it sounds like steam escaping. And he takes out the piece.
Steam.
Places it on the pie. As he slides it over, depending on what angle you're looking at this pie, it's like if you look out of the corner, it looks like the side is like black sheen. But if you look directly at it, it's like purple. And then if you look on the other side, it looks like it might be writhing. It's weird. But he slides it to Peter, puts his hands together, takes another piece, puts it on a plate, slides it to Click, puts his hands together again. All right, give me your honest opinion.
Peter eats the whole piece at once.
It is the most delectable, delicious concoction you have ever tasted in your entire existence. Now, when I say delicious, you think about other food, and it makes your stomach sick. It is so sweet, so savory, so just like it fills you with warmth. You have literally ruined yourself for any other food that you ever eat. But you've also gained an inspiration. Both of you.
Yes.
What are your thoughts?
I take like a first bite and then I like look over at Peter and then I like beak down just like
He's good.
He's good.
You've made me so happy. I've got to go tell Barbara. Just here's the rest. Share it with your friends if you want. Oh God, I'm gonna be famous. And he zips out the door, throwing off his apron. It flies into the air and settles down with a little onto the bar. And he's out the door, and you hear him screaming, "Barbara, Barbara, it worked!" And he's off. He's off, and he's away.
He's very good. Does no one else want feast? All right, I'll do the rest by myself.
And
Go right ahead. No, I'm not.
Peter finishes off the pie.
I'm not a fan of meat-based
No. He shares it with me.
You both fight over the pie.
He better fucking share it with me. Or he's getting attacked.
Cuts the pie. What's left of the pie in half.
Roll initiative.
Glorious. Absolutely glorious.
Peter versus click.
So, you both, or all of you, excuse me, are with the two Rockseeker brothers, and as this whole pie fiasco or extravaganza has been going on, they are watching you, and Grundon has actually crossed his arms and is just tapping his foot. He looks over at like his wrist, even though he doesn't have a watch on, and just puts it back. "You all done with your pieing? Can we talk about the mission? We hired you for a reason."
He's
What
good.
happened to the long-whiskered guy that keeps getting captured?
"Wait, where is that? Where is that schmuck?" And they look around, and you realize you haven't seen him in like 3 days. You rescued him, he's gone. You haven't seen him in like 3 days. Wait, shouldn't he be here? Did you rescue him? What? Wait,
Twice.
well, that's weird.
You're not very good at setting up exploration teams, actually, it seems. How?
And you're just a rude little smug little elf, aren't you? All
Well,
right.
we did save you, like, I don't know, several
Well, I guess we
times
got
now,
that
you
going
know?
for us now, don't we?
Yeah. Yes,
He sneers
actually.
at you, like scrunches up his nose. And, "Nah." All right, so let's all take a look at this map.
Oh.
And he like comically points at the map and just waits for everybody.
I thought you froze for a second.
Are you coming over to the table then?
I'm already at table, I just have pie.
Oh, how'd you get over here? Man, I'm really bad at seeing things and noticing trouble. Anyway, that's why I hired this group. And that's why you've done so well for me for so many years. I'm really bad at speeches. All right, so here's the plan. There's a cave entrance. And he shows you the map. And this map is, again, ancient, slightly like there's holes in it. Looks like there's like coffee stains on it, maybe a little bit of blood. Looks like somebody spilled some pie on it at some point. There's like blueberry like splotches. He looks over at it. "This is fresh. Who's eating blueberry?" And,
My mouth just covered in blueberry
Yeah.
juice, just like,
no
one.
Never mind. All right, so moving on. And as he shows you the map, you see that there is indeed an entrance, and it's just a couple miles away from the town of Phandelver. But it is cleverly hidden in between a number of these very like narrow kind of like valleys and little passageways that lead through the rock face of this area. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to move you all over to the area map. I'm going to give you a quick little show here of what's going on. So over in the Sword Mountains, again, not too far away from where you are, there is Wave Echo Cave. And that is actually only about 10 miles away, which would take you depending on how quickly you decide to travel. Oh, Brian, thank you so much for the Prime sub. I really appreciate it, man. That is incredibly kind. Amazing. Yeah. Don't forget to like and subscribe. No, I'm just kidding. We're back to the game. So he shows you. That's so dumb. All right. He shows you where this little section is. And what it is you're at the foothills of the mountain. And there's a number of these, little craggy passageways and things like that. And the map shows you specifically where to go. Now, these craggy passageway valleys, did you not have this map? Very easy to get lost in here. Very, very easy. It almost looks like it was designed with the intention of being a maze. But with this map guiding you, you will actually be able to make your way into there and find the entrance to this Echo Mind Cave, or this Wave Echo Cave. He looks at you all, gives the explanation, and with that, he sits back in a chair, does one of these, reaches into a pouch, takes out a comically large pipe, goes to light it, realizes he doesn't have any pipe tobacco, puts it back, and then puts his elbow on the table. So, when will you be leaving?
When will we be leaving?
Yeah. We can leave right away, I suppose,
Oh, preferably right now. So
yeah, we can do that.
Right.
There's nothing. It's early in the morning. It's plenty of daylight.
You can get
good
there
time to leave for caves.
That's right. That's good.
Yeah.
Do you
I
need
heard there was a
anything?
green dragon attack on Neverwinter. I'll say okay.
To the ends of the earth, bro. Off in the distance, you hear in Dragon, Draconic. The ends of the earth, bro.
Bro. Bro.
Not
Well, unless y'all need any supplies or things or I don't know, last will and testaments. My brother here, Nunder, he's actually a lawyer. He can draft up, because you might die.
We lost our dwarf friend who would know a lot about caves and dungeoneering. Is there anything that we need?
The brothers look at each other. They look back to you.
I'm
No.
going to go out on a limb and say maybe need some torches or some lanterns or some light.
Do half elves get dark vision? What do we get?
That's you.
We
Dang.
do.
I'm alive. I died a little bit.
We do get dark vision. I'm good.
I already have torches.
Right?
Torches.
I have torches
tinderbox,
anyways.
Water skin. Rations.
Can I offer you?
I'm good.
I'm loaded for Beth.
Do you want a drink before you leave, or maybe a?
I got my pie. I'm good.
Wait, why is Halfling loaded for bear? Are you expecting bear in cave?
It's a saying, Peter. It's just
Bears
a
do live
saying.
in caves.
Well,
True.
that's
There
true,
could be
maybe.
bears. That's right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there could be some bears in there.
Zogun, what do you know about creatures that live in caves? You're the one that knows about monsters and whatnot, right?
Yeah, I guess you could call me an expert.
Yeah. What can you tell us? What can we expect in a cave? Okay, it's common misconception that all dwarves know about caves. It's a little racist of y'all to assume. I wasn't born in a cave. I was born in the city. We came here, to rebuild the town, and so that's why I'm asking. I could see all your looks on your faces, all right? I'm on to you.
So I checked my notes for things that I've seen
Give us a
in
wisdom
caves.
check. Just a wisdom
And it's
check.
just a bunch of I don't know names, or if I do, if I don't know the names, it's just
8
descriptions of what they
legs.
look like, and then it just says dangerous, and then I just have a rating scale of how dangerous they are
It's
and
how-
what makes them dangerous.
How many R's at the end of danger? D-A-N-G-E-R, right? And if the more R's, the more danger they are.
Yeah, that's my rating scale.
I like it.
It's on a 1 to 5.
Wonderful. Oh, all right. So this thing, he says it looks like it's Jello. That's a danger scale of 4. Well, let's hope we don't run into the Jello.
Yeah, you know what? That
Jello.
that was a bad time a while back. Let's just say being consumed by the Jello was not fun.
Didn't you used to have a twin? Whatever.
No, we used to have dwarf. Twin of you.
Right. I thought Zogun had a sibling. We just don't talk about him anymore. So they're about cubes. Anyway, I digress. All right, so moving on. So we've got Zogun, who knows all about the monsters. That's good. We got the dragon. He's just a dragon. That's good. We got wherever the hell
Yes,
this bird is.
Very good.
We got the confection person and a child. All right, so I think you're all set. And if you need anything else, you can reach out to us. If we don't hear from you in 2 or 3 days, we'll assume the worst and send condolences to your family.
Oz, you should really eat some of this pie before we leave.
I am not a child. I ain't no ankle biter, and you need to take that back, or you.
But you just look hungry, you know. It's
12%.
It's good pie, you know.
I don't care about the pie. I'm not eating the pie.
You don't need to eat the meat pie. That one's a little weird, but the
Super
blueberry
sorry
ones are
about
good.
the little child comment. It's just you're very tiny.
You better watch it, you bearded gnome.
But you got spunk, and I like that.
Yeah.
So, with that being said, good luck to all of you. Don't die, and if you do, again, we'll send condolences to your next of kin.
I do not think I have any other kin.
That'll make your message real simple then.
That is convenient.
Yes, I have entire brood.
That'll be
Brood
complicated.
Hatchmates in Neverwinter.
Is that dragons
They're all
born
powerful
from
mages.
eggs?
I think we're having like four different conversations here. I think it's time to go.
So, from the doorway, the tavern keep runs inside. That look of just exuberance and happiness on his face has been replaced by one of pure unadulterated fear. The colors run away from his face. He's breathing heavy. You can see he's perspiring, covered in sweat. And he goes, "Does anyone know anything about a dragon that stole something from another dragon? Because there's this green MFer outside, and he looks pissed."
Don't make us fight a dragon.
No. No, I know nothing.
You're a dragon, right? Or at least kind of a dragon. Half dragon. Can you talk to him for us real quick?
Yes, I will go talk.
Oh, good. All right. Because he's asking about some sort of green guy. Or wait, no, he was purple or something. Or blue. I don't know, man. He looks pissed.
Yeah, I go outside.
You walk outside, and the green dragon from last episode is currently in the middle of the town square.
Managed to
And
stealth up real easily.
He is landed. He is shouting in Draconic, "Where are you? I know you're here. I can sense it. Where have you gone?" And he's just yelling. He hasn't killed anybody yet, but he is pissed off.
Bro, what is going on? There are breakfasts happening.
Bro, I'm looking for this dragonborn that stole my axe. And have you seen him? And he gives an accurate description of what you look like prior to switching back to being a red dragon.
Right. Oh. Well, I have some bad news. That's my brother, James. He's a dick.
He is a dick, man. Like a real stick in the mud. He totally came in, totally killed all of my cult followers, and then stole from me, man. Who does that?
Probably scooped gold in a bag or something.
He did, but he dropped most of it. I got most of it back. He only got off with 15 gold. What a loser.
Yeah, James
Right.
James is a dick, but also not very smart.
Yeah, I got that about him. So, but do you know where he is? I know your family and all, but I'm probably gonna melt him.
Well, I'll make you a deal. I will tell you where he is, but you have to promise not to melt this town.
Oh. Yeah, bro, that's fair. I mean, I got nothing against this town. They seem pretty cool. Everyone ran away screaming from me, which makes me feel good about being a dragon, because we're scary and whatever. But yeah, if you promise to tell me where he's at, I will totally hunt him down, tear him to shreds while he's alive screaming. But this town can not suffer my fury.
Well, so here's the thing. I saw him 2 days ago.
Okay.
And he was all excited because he had just gotten a new axe, and I was like, "That's weird because you're a wizard. Why would you even want an axe?"
Wait, he's a wizard?
Yeah, sometimes he pretends to be a fighter, and it's really annoying.
He's gonna get killed so fast. Oh my god, this is gonna be amazing.
But apparently he just got a new apprenticeship at Icewind Dale.
Icewind Dale. All right, that's kind of far. All right, okay. Well,
so he was headed to Neverwinter to get on a ship.
Neverwinter, you said. Okay, what ship? Do you know the name of the ship?
No, because he hadn't even booked passage yet. James is an idiot.
James is a real dumbass. All right, so then I guess we're cool, bro. You know what? I like the cut of your jib, and you know what? I like you, man. You're good people. And he goes to dragon fist bump you.
Nice. Well,
Ka-tunk.
don't tell James I said hello because he's a dick. And besides, my other 7 hatchlings and I won't miss him.
I got you, man. Oh, it looks like you're maybe like gonna go on an adventure or something. I guess good luck or whatever.
Oh, thanks.
Cool. And
Good luck catching that ship.
Don't even worry about it. Boom! The wings flap out. He takes flight. A small child with a half-eaten muffin gets like tossed back, does a somersault, lands upright, and continues eating the muffin. And the dragon takes off into the distance.
I'm like peeking out of like the windows or anything just to see what's going on.
That was pretty gnarly.
I'm coming for you, bro. Your brother even hates you too, bro.
You
All
boys are so fucked up.
I don't have green friend. I don't have green hatchling brother.
You're a red dragonborn and sick yet a green dragonborn brother.
I guess the green dragon wasn't that smart either. So, yeah. But with that being said, unless you all have anything else you'd like to do, you can head off towards the Wave Echo Cave. And it's going to take you the better part.
Neverwinter will be okay.
We'll find out at the end of the session how Neverwinter fared, but I digress. All right, so with that being said, we head off to Wave Echo Cave, and your journey is relatively uneventful. Traveling on foot, horseback. Do you want to use a cart? I know that Austere has a cart. How would you like to get there?
It'd be easy to take some flies. We take a cot.
Perfect.
That way we could just go back to the cot and got a place to sleep.
I have no muffins to transport, so I do not care.
But I think the cart might not get through some of these.
So be it via cart, horseback, overland on foot, hovering, flying. I don't know if bird people can fly, but however you manage to get there, you do manage to get there. And it's a very uneventful trip. The weather itself is quite clear. And you see that it looks like in the distance, very far over, just like starting to roll over the Sword Mountains. You see what looks like some black and darkening clouds, a few flashes of lightning, and you can hear that distant thunder. But over you, beautiful, pristine, cloudless sky. As you arrive and get closer and closer to the Wave Echo Cave, you're following this map. They actually gave it to you. As you get to the border, roughly about a mile away from the Wave Echo Cave, on the map, a tiny little symbol, what looks like a little walking dwarf with no real like discernible features, but you can just tell it's a little dwarf with a little axe, and you see it walking on this map. And as you watch it, a little trail, little tick marks begins to appear on the map, and then lead to a little X, just like you see on the bigger map here for Echo Cave.
Ooh, map is enchanted. Good map.
Ooh, magic.
It's all weird.
Now I feel extra bad about spilling the blueberries on it.
Let's go.
And as you follow the map, I need everyone to give perception checks, please.
Oh boy.
Here we
It
go.
will be done.
Here we go.
Hey,
Yeah.
guys.
Yes,
I
having
learned
good rolls
something.
this time.
I learned something about the.
I didn't mean to put that in chat. Sorry.
Is it, you say perception?
I did.
Oh no.
Oh.
Yeah. Brian is
Not looking good. Not
looking
looking
like.
good, boy.
I'm sorry. Taylor looks like
Brian's
a
the
guy.
only person that rolled decently. Wow.
Brian,
Yes.
the closer and closer you get to the cave, you watch as this little tick marks on the map, they start to get shorter and shorter. And what you notice about the little dwarven, this amorphous little dwarven symbol that you see on the map, the closer that it gets to the cave, the more decrepit. And you watch as the little dwarven man on this map, you almost see like its body begins to kind of flake away. And when you're only 300 feet away from this apparent entrance, you see that the body of this little dwarf is now just a skeleton holding an axe.
Blue, perhaps you look at the map. Dwarf has turned to skeleton.
It does not
What does it
appear
mean?
to have turned to a skeleton to you, Blue. Just looks like a little happy dwarf walking.
He's just normal dwarf. What are you talking about? With little, digging equipment? Accoutrement?
No, he's skeleton. You know.
No, Caesar is hat and beard and little boots, He's not skeleton.
Zogun, you come see. Come see skeleton. Blue is making fun.
Maybe you're in need of glasses.
Peter, as you look back at the map after your quick conversation with Blue, you notice that the map's dwarf has returned to normal.
All right, now dwarf is not skeleton. I am concerned. Perhaps it indicates other party walked to death.
Could be that you need how you say spectacles, for it to be seen.
Yes, but I don't. Is that how vision damage works? Does it make you see things that aren't there? I thought it just made it harder to see.
I am not cleric, so I do not know.
Hey, bro. I don't want to embarrass you, but I don't see a skeleton. I don't think there ever was a skeleton there.
Dude, I'm telling you, there was a
Gaslighting.
skeleton.
Like, are you feeling okay?
He's
Uh,
tripping
Thursday.
balls.
I will see. What was that? Click, click.
Said he's tripping balls.
All right, well,
Well,
I mean, I guess forget it, but I'm pretty sure there was a skeleton there, and I think it indicates something bad. I'll be extra watchful.
Okay, you know what? I'll trust you, and I'll trust your judgment. But just so you know, I didn't see it.
Fair.
And as you all continue to follow this map, and the trail, it really winds and curves, and the closer and closer you get to this cave, you're only traveling about 300 feet, but it takes you a better part of an hour as you weave in and through these passageways. And as you look at the walls of these high kind of like cuts, you can see that they are worked stone. It's not just a natural formation. But as you get through this maze and into the actual mountainside, you see this cave entrance opens up. And as the cave entrance opens up before you, you see that there are these stalactites and stalagmites that seem to form what almost looks like an open maw into the entrance of this cave. And as you get closer and closer, there is a rush of hot, smelly air that rushes out from the cave entrance. And as it strikes all of you, I need everyone to give me a Constitution save.
Oh no.
Bonk.
All right. Surprisingly enough, everyone's okay. Was not a very high DC. You feel slightly ill for a moment. And those of you, Zogun, you would likely know this because you've smelled death. Everyone else has smelled it. But this smells like ancient, rotten decay, as though it's been there for years and years and years. But instead of completely rotting away and just fading into nothingness, it's like something inside of this cave is rotting and hasn't stopped rotting for centuries. It is just horrific. You managed to keep your morning pie in your stomachs, but
Good.
it hits you hard. With that being said, I'm going to pivot you all over to the actual entrance into Wave Echo Mind. I'm going to pivot you guys over to there. And as you enter into the cave proper, the initial chamber looks to be unworked, unmarked stone. You see a small ledge up to the right-hand side. You see that there are some what look to be maybe tracks. Some of them look old, some might be a little bit more fresh. There's a couple of large pillars of stone that look to be holding up the ceiling. And as you glance up at the top of this chamber, you see that the ceiling itself has a lot of these long, hanging, spiky stalactites from the ceiling. But have everyone give a perception check, please.
All right.
I'm gonna prestidigitate up like a loaf of bread that I can like. It's just like a phantom loaf of bread that just smells like freshly baked bread, just so I can have something nice to smell.
18, let's see here, 18.
Jesus Christ.
You nat one.
Brian on the friggin' ball.
Only
Brian,
the one who sees things.
looking down at the map again. Once again, you see that skeleton-looking dwarf. And the skeleton dwarf, the map actually zooms in, and it starts to waver and change. And as it wavers and changes, you see that the map itself is now an exact representation of the room that you are standing in. Little skeleton dwarf hops, walks over, gets to this point right here, takes the axe, goes tunk, 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 and you watch as the little wall there crumbles away, revealing a passageway deeper into the cave.
I think map has told me about secret passage. Let me show you.
What's the light situation?
It's dark. There's no active light sources in here.
I'm gonna have
Light
to
the
get,
torch.
Yeah, I'll light the. You got the torch? Okay.
I have
all right.
torch.
All right, thank you. I'll just have my bow.
You're just going to rush up to there, Brian?
Yep.
Perfect. As you rush up to there, you get to that point.
Nobody believed me about the skeleton dwarf before, so now I gotta show them that this is a thing that happened on the map.
You rush up to that point there. As you get to just to the lip edge, you hear a rumbling from above you.
Oh no.
I need everyone that's in there, which looks like the halfling and you, to give me a dex save. Clean. 2 stalactites crack and collapse down to the cave floor, shattering and sending shards of stone and dirt just kaboom! And the whole cave shakes, and you see other stalactites look like they're loose, and they start to shake. But it misses you. You dodge out of the way. One of them that was about to strike you, Pedor, slams into the ground and actually like spears through the dirt floor and is just like sitting there. And as you're close to it, you can feel that there's kind of a hum or some sort of energy almost pulsating off of it for just a few moments, and then it dissipates and disappears.
I'm not sure I like this cave.
Yeah, well, just gotta be quick. If you're not quick, you're gonna be dead.
Creepy.
So I'm actually going to use right now I have Eyes of the Night. So it allows me to, as an action, you can magically share the dark vision of this feature with willing creatures you can see within 10 feet of you, up to a number of creatures equal to your wisdom modifier, which is 4. So everyone can see what I can see in dark vision.
That is really, really good.
That's weird.
If you don't have to take it, you can just be not willing.
Just
Go will save.
I've got double vision. I've seen what I'm seeing, but I'm seeing what you're seeing.
So you're not seeing exactly what I'm seeing, but you're able to see like the 300 feet.
The dark vision that you have, right?
Vision.
It's
Yeah.
perfect.
Okay.
That's perfect. I love it.
So yeah, everyone in here can see everything.
Very nice.
Does anyone else feel like the cave is angry at us for coming inside?
We'll have to see.
No, caves do not have feelings.
Some
Creepy
might.
cave.
Petor, as you make your way up to that section of wall, you see that there's like a little crack that almost looks like an old entrance that's been either magically or, just through manual labor, like it's been covered up. But as you get very close to it, through those little like if you didn't have this map, if you weren't looking directly at it, you'd miss it. But there's that little like cracks that shows that there is a doorway here. Through those, there's just a slight sound of buzzing.
All right, everyone, I show you secret door. Be ready to fight whatever's on the other side. And then
I'm
I
going
knock
to-
on it 3 times. The
I
same
ready
way.
a spell just in case if Peter gets into danger, I'm going to use this spell. I'm just going to ready something.
How high is this ledge?
5 feet. It's just a small little incline up. You
Yeah.
can make it without any issue.
Oh, okay. Well, you know, I'm only like 3 feet tall, so you know.
As you're
Bonk,
just gonna bonk it down.
Yeah,
3
yeah,
knocks.
bonk.
Knock, knock, knock. The cave, this like stonework, slowly crumbles away, revealing a passageway. And as the passageway is revealed, on the other side, you see a swarm of these red-looking giant mosquito monsters. And they are buzzing very angrily. And as they buzz very angrily, they begin to move towards you with male
secret door.
intent. And these are what they look like.
Secret tunnel.
Secret tunnel, guys. All right, we're going to go ahead and roll initiative, and we're going to get into our first fight of the evening.
Make sure to select your token.
Make sure to select token.
Wait for it. Wait for it. There we go.
Run
Oh my goodness.
I'm nervous, everybody. These guys are scary,
I rolled 3.
but you are level 4. So you guys are probably going to be okay, but maybe not. We'll find out. We'll see what happens. All right, got this guy. And if anyone wants to give a nature or arcana check, I'll let either of those fly to see if you can identify what these creatures are.
Arcana. I'm magic. I know magic.
All right. And survey says these are sturges. These are sturges. They are basically giant blood-sucking mosquito monsters. And don't let them latch onto you because they will drain you dry. They will drain you dry, and they look blood deprived in this moment. But good news is, first up is Click Click.
Wait, really? Oh, wow. Okay.
Let's see.
Somebody tell Elrath he needs to change his Iron Maiden song.
You can tell him. I think he probably just heard you.
Probably.
Good times. What do we got, Click Click?
Okay, I am going to cast. Hold on. I'm going to cast Sleep right here.
Okay. What's the
Uh,
radius on that?
20 feet.
Oh boy.
It's
All of
almost as
them,
if
dude.
it's almost as if I planned that.
All of them. Literally all of them. That's great.
Go ahead and roll it.
And I'm gonna cast that as a second level spell.
Ooh. Get weird. Get weird.
Upcasting, you wouldn't dare.
2d8.
Oh
That's an
my.
additional 2d8.
What an
Okay.
upcast. Mm.
Oops,
Upcasting
that's
is
not
so
what I meant to
hot
do.
right now.
Oh my god, upcasting is so hot right now. It's amazing. What is that? What is that quote from? That's from Zoolander, right?
Zoolander.
Yes.
He's so hot
Sounds
right
like
now.
It's so hot
78.
right now. 19, so 2, 4,
78.
6, 8, 10, 12, 13.
That's not the full. Yeah, plus the 8 on top. So it's.
You know what's funny? All of those sturges, they turn towards you in unison. Gzzz, and then they collapse to the ground asleep. Every single one. And we're out of combat, so there you go.
All right, we can go cootie stomp.
Good fight, everybody. was a good fight.
Oh,
You can literally just walk over and just step on all of them with
And good night.
no one to stop you, which is
Peter,
glorious.
I'll let you do that. I think
Well,
I'm just gonna go ahead
enjoy
and just
that.
delete these Sturges because you just friggin' just slept them all. By the way, I think that's like the first time it's worked, and it was
It is.
chef kiss.
Well,
Just
it's
chef
worked
kiss.
it's worked that well, yeah.
That was chef kiss. Perfect.
Oh man.
Absolutely perfect.
So now.
Man, look at Peter. He just going. Y'all better catch up, yeah.
Peter just stomping on.
All right, I'm gonna reveal a
monsters, though.
couple
They look
of additional chambers that you can just see with your dark vision. So zooming out a little bit for the folks at home, so you guys can see a little bit more of the map. Oop, whoopity boop. All right, so down towards, we'll just say up is north, down is south, left and right, etc., east and west. So to the south, you see that there appears to be more of this worked stone, and there are 2 doors on either side of this little hallway, and then a collapsed section. It looks like the cave may have at one point gone further south. Now off to the east here, there is an additional chamber, and there's some of this kind of like greenish, purple, green, teal kind of looking moss, and it's kind of bubbling a little bit as you get close to it. Now to the north, you see that there are more worked stone, and I'll reveal a little bit more for you here. We got this, and we got some additional passageways that lead up and over yonder. Let me go ahead and reveal these to you as you continue to make your way. So here, and then you see that there are some additional chambers over this way. Boop and skadoop. Beautiful.
Now I have a rule for moving through dungeons, which has served me very well in past adventures.
All right.
Always go right, because then you can never go wrong.
Peter. Peter. Okay, let's go.
That's how I suggest going south.
I'm right here. I'm looking.
As you head down towards the south, I'll have you all make perception checks again. There is this additional gust of wind that comes from the north. As it strikes you again, that foul smell hits your nostrils, and the whole cave seems to almost compress in for a moment, and then expand again, and that foul stench strikes you. Don't need a con check again. You've already made the save. But that statement you made, the statement that was made about the cave not wanting you here, there may be some truth to that. We're not sure. But good news. The perception checks, Zogun this time, you hear what sounds like scraping of either metal or stone on stone. There's scraping noises coming from the doorway that is to the west here. So this doorway right here that I'm currently pinging.
Alright, I just tell the group, I'm like, hey, I hear some, like, metal. Oh, sorry. Get out of Dragonborn.
Only half of us speak that.
It's so hard because my voice is lower in this, and so I just naturally slip into it.
Yeah, bro.
Hey, so I hear some metal that's scraping around down here. I don't know what that is, but it's kind of creeping me out.
Which
Did
direction, right or
anyone-
left?
It's in the left.
On this side.
No, that is a left.
Well, this would be all left if we facing this way.
Well, just looking at the map the way that it is.
That's fair.
Did anyone else feel like the walls just kind of closed in on us, like a throat or something?
No,
just
it was
me?
just you, Blue.
Okay.
No one else
thank
noticed
you.
that. Just you.
I have my backup blueberry pie. Breaching clear.
Oh, gross. We just got a bot spam the chat.
Yeah.
Ooh, nice. How do I ban somebody?
think you can just right click.
Yeah, I can't do it through the OBS. Some bot was like, buy followers, Prime, and viewers. No, I'm good. I just want people to enjoy what we're doing. But anyway, I digress. Let's move on. So you head up to the doorway. And again, now that you're closer to it, Peter, as well as Zogun, you can definitely hear the scraping. And it sounds like the shuffling of maybe like feet almost, and the dragging of like a sword along like the stone floor, just not in any sort of regular rhythm, just a slow drag, then it stops, maybe a little bit more of a drag, etc., and just kind of goes around and around. But
Shamblers.
yeah.
Well, do we want to take care of it or hope the door holds and we don't have to?
I don't know, Peter. I think that you had the right idea with always go right. Maybe we should just avoid it.
That
This
is
would be
right,
right.
though. Yeah.
That would be right. Yeah, that's what I mean. That's what I meant.
I think part of the reason we are here is to kill all the monsters so that the mining operation can start, so we can't just avoid it. We have to go in and clean it out. That's why we're paid, yes?
Excellent point. Peter steps in front of the door and kicks it open.
As the door kicks open, there is a moment where you see the room, and there are just horrible scrape marks all over the floor. And there's also a number of skeletons in the room.
Oh,
And they all quickly turn towards you, open their mouths wide. No sound comes out because they're skeletons and don't have flesh and bones and lungs. But the creaking intensifies. So as the creaking intensifies, we're going to go ahead, because I never actually turned off the battle music because I knew this was coming. So we're just going to go ahead and roll initiative again, and we're going to get weird. So let's do it. Let's get after it.
Oh man,
What a time to be alive.
no.
This will probably be fun.
Or, come on.
Oh! Look at all these low rolls.
I'm really excited.
Oh my!
This is
God.
where it all ends, everybody. Spooky skeletons. Oh,
wait a
hey,
minute.
by the
Wait a minute.
way,
I can re-roll.
everyone that is watching, I want to give a special shout out to Axel Warrior, who actually created my brand new like symbol character icon thingy. You know what? Just hold on a second, because I'm gonna do a thing. I'm just gonna do this. Look at this guy. Look at this cute wolf. All right, everyone, just take a moment, because I want to give some props to Axel. It's way too big, but this is it. It's Darewolf Gaming. Axel, you're amazing. You did great work. He is a fantastic artist, and I totally just want to give him props and say thank you. Sorry to ruin it, but Axel is amazing, and he's a great role player too. Yeah, he's in like 5 of my games. And anyway, I digress. If you ever get a chance to play with this guy, you won't be disappointed.
Nope.
But you know who you will be disappointed with? Me. But I digress. So we're going to go ahead and delete that symbol. And, all right, now we're back to the game. Cool, perfect. So, hey, there's a bunch of skeletons. And they look really mad if skeletons can have emotions. So we're going to go ahead and get into some initiative here. And first up is this skeleton, which conveniently is going to run up and is going to attempt to attack the Dragonborn. And first swing is a 20. Does that hit?
Is 19.
19.
But yes.
All right, perfect. So rushing forward with this, like 3/4 of a long sword, rusted and nasty looking, it rushes up, slashing at you with this sword, and it strikes into your shoulder, dragging down. And as it does so, you take a whopping 8 damage. Oh my.
Ouch.
And just creaks and looks very angry. Next up is Blue.
I can't do too much, but I'll move down the back of the pack here, and then I'll just toss a firebolt in. Bloop. And
Nice.
I'm assuming that hits.
That is totally a hit. Nice,
Fire
solid.
damage.
As the fire strikes the skeletal bones, some of them turn to
Burning
ash,
muffin.
and it kind of stumbles to the side, but then regains its balance, leaning onto its right as you melt it away and ashed the left side, and then double hands its sword. Next up is the skeleton in the back, which actually slowly pulls up like a longbow and draws back on it, and then releases a bony-looking arrow towards Petor as well. And we're going to see if these guys can hit at a range. 23. Apparently they can. And that is going to deal a whopping 7 damage to Petor as this like bone arrow strikes you in the chest. and then it starts to crumble away as soon as it strikes you, leaving only a little bloody hole where it was. Next up is Click Click, though. Click Click's a badass. Let's go Click Click.
What is Click Click gonna do?
They've got a bone to pick with you. Your bones now. I love you so much, Elrath. You are amazing. Brian really feeling the low level 5e experience right now. I mean, he's got like 800 HP, so he's gonna be fine. Let me see if I can actually zoom in the battle here so people at home can see. There we go.
All right.
Now we're
Well,
cooking.
none of my spells are useful. So, wait, did I take a?
I just want to say, good luck. We're all counting on you.
Yeah,
All of you.
I'm sure.
Oh boy.
No, I didn't take any of the buffs. Okay. All right. I'm gonna give Peter a bardic inspiration,
Good.
and then I'll attack this one with my Naginata.
I believe. Unfortunately, that is a miss. You swing, and you actually do connect, but it just does like it sounds like a xylophone as you go like across its ribcage, like a tink, 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 tink. It plays that da 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 as you strike its ribcage. It sounds cool though. Like, it's a good song. Next up though is the skeleton over here. It's gonna move up. It's gonna attack Peter because he's right there. Apparently these guys are on fire tonight. Remember how I was like in the beginning, I was like, oh man, the dice are gonna hate me. Nope, they love me. All right, so Peter, you get slashed again, this time with a rusty Dwarven war axe, and it just kind of buries into your chest and then rips it out, and you hear the creaking bones, and you're pretty sure that you're not up to date on your tetanus shots, so you might want to get that looked at. But also, this guy back here sees Peter, also gonna shoot. He's gonna miss though. 17. Is that a miss?
No, not yet.
That's not good. All right, so that is another 5 points of damage to Peter. This skeleton back here is going to move up, and it's just going to swing at him. And let's see what happens. 12 is a miss. So he goes to swing, but there's too much of a congregation. There's all this commotion. It's like a little traffic jam in the doorway. So he cannot get his rusty spear to stab you in the face, but he's trying. This one back here... also going to take a pot shot at you with a ranged weapon. 6 is a miss. All right, my luck is worn out. Austere, you're up next.
Okay. Do I recognize these as skeletons, and I've got to make sure I hit them in the right spot. So I'm going to try to swing at the one, not to swing, I'm going to try to shoot between over Click Click and underneath Peter's arm.
I like it. Get it?
At this thing.
Okay.
And I'm hoping I'm available to do some serious damage, like with a snake attack. But
oh yeah, they don't know you're there. They're super focused on the guy that kicked in their door, which
that's
they
what
spent a
we're
lot of
looking for.
time building when they were still alive. So they're very upset.
Well, do I get advantage on this? I don't think I do. No.
No
That's
advantage.
why I'm
You're not
so
fine.
confused between Pathfinder 1 and this. So, sure, bro. 24 to hit,
Oh yeah, that'll play.
and then damage.
Hitting the one in the middle.
The one right there.
Shatters
And-
into bony fragments.
Didn't even need. the sneak
Collapses
attack.
away and gone and dead.
Then I'll 5-foot step here, and I'm going to.
There's no such thing as a 5-foot step.
Oh, yeah, that's
can
right.
just
I'm just gonna
move.
move there. And
beautiful.
I'm gonna stealth
Beautiful.
like I was never here.
And last but certainly not least, the skeleton sees his moment to shine. He's going to just run over here. He's going to swing. 21.
Oh.
This one is just clawing at you with its bony hands. It's just... And its mouth is like going up and down, and its head keeps looking down at the splintered door. And you get the impression that it's like, why would you do that? Why would you break my door? And it deals you 4 damage. 4 damage as it claws. It's just like clawing at your face. Maybe a little scale comes flaking off. But all in, Zogun, you're up next.
I'm gonna move up here, and I'm gonna do a Cure Wounds on Petor.
Ooh, bold choice. Let's see what happens. I like it. Nice! Oh! So as you rush forward, you call upon that divine magic, and your hands are just covered in this golden divine energy, and you just grab onto his back, and Peter, you can feel that scale that got flaked off, like, flake back, and then the wounds that you have start to just seal up. And Zogun, that was good.
We probably should have disinfected those first, but it's fine.
Yeah, that was good. That was good. That was really, really good. That was really good. And next up is going to be Petor.
I kind of hope that all the skeletons just like come towards the door so I could breathe fire on all of them, but that's fine. I'll just save the fire for later. So I'm going to use a bonus action to create an echo right behind them so that I get advantage. And then I will attack the one in front of me.
Tell it to flank this.
That's right. So I'll attack with
Nice.
advantage.
Let's
Yeah.
go. Oh, solid blow. Just shatters into just bony fragments. Gone. Deleted.
All right. Do I want to move? Yeah, and then Peter will move because I can.
Get it. Let's go. The other door has a dick with an axe behind it. I mean, maybe, Artemis. Maybe. But maybe not. We'll find out. No, the other door has an entire row of people with bows and arrows, and they're just waiting for someone to open it so they can shoot them.
No, it's a spellcaster with a lightning bolt.
Oh, yikes. Hopefully not. Alright, anything else you wanted to do, Peter? Good?
Nope.
Perfect. Blue, you are up next.
I will splash acid on these two lads.
Ooh, let's go. Acid splash.
Flashy acid, DC 13 dex.
Alright, let's have these guys roll. Nope.
No.
No.
Nope.
No and no.
Nope.
5 acid damage to both.
Both of them, the acid strikes their skulls and it sizzles away part of it. One of their jaws kind of dangles a little bit. The other one, it hits it in the side and his hip disappears and kind of does one of those old man like walking, like he's got like a bad hip. And
Just a glob of frosting that I tossed
yeah,
him.
it's real bad. But now it is a skeleton back here who is going to shoot at Petor because he's right there and he's got his bow out. 22 to hit.
Which
Petor, you take another 4 damage. Click, click. You're up next.
Click will attack this one.
I love it. Make it happen. Get weird. Let's go.
Wait, it's I'm flanked with the shadow, right?
Actually, no. Or no, wait. In 5e, is it any cross is considered flanking? All right,
Yeah.
Then yes. I actually remembered that. Hey, I'm learning 5e a little bit better, everybody. Give me a little Darewolf pat on the back, all right? That's a Darewolf howl. Oh, there it is. All right, cool. You know what I also just realized? I totally forgot to turn on. Hold on. Hey, everybody. I'm super sorry. I forgot to turn on the spend so people can do +5 to attacks and +5 to swing. So that's turned on now, everybody. Sorry for the viewers at home. Super professional Twitch streamer here. It's all good. That is a solid blow. 20 is a hit. Yes, that hits.
Wait a second.
That can't be right.
That's
that
not
literally
right.
cannot
Can't
be right.
be right.
There was no way.
Well, he is a little bud.
Well, yeah, but the roll was actually up 0. I think you just forgot to add your damage dice to your weapon there.
No, it's there. Damage. 26. Why
Don't
is this-
ask them to help you. That's rude.
I do what I want. Nah, these dice rolls have been perfect. That's fair. What do we got? 2 damage? Perfect.
1d6.
Done. So you slash into that one, You break off a couple of rib bones, and he is still standing. But next up is that one, who sees the bird person attack him, and is just going to rebut. 13 to hit. Swing and a miss. This one over here is going to just move up, and is going to swing on Pator. 23. Oh, these guys are on fire! 5 additional damage to Pator. This one back here is just going to move up, also swing on Peter. Possible crit! I can't be stopped! I can't be stopped! I can't be stopped. It's insane. Oh no, I don't have to roll to confirm. I don't have to roll to confirm. This is 5e.
You don't.
Oh my stars.
Silvery bars!
You make him re-roll.
Yes,
Right,
I'm
so
forcing
that
a
is 20,
reroll.
so it's just a hit. Just a hit.
I'll take
For
it,
8
man.
damage. That would have been 16. Good spend. Good
I
spend,
cause
Jasper.
white vines to come out of his arm to like slow down his axe.
Artemis just did a +5 to next player roll. +5 to next player d20 roll. So don't forget to use that. I will remind you all. Next up is a skeleton here who is going to turn on the guy behind him. 22 to hit. So it just slashes through it. That disappears. What I'm going to do, Brian, is I'm just going to drag this off to the side because I know you can continue to resummon it. So just drag it to where you want it to be. Next,
I give Oz the advantage, by the way.
this one here. This one's going to drop its bow and just run up and attempt to claw. 9. Swings and a miss. Austere, you're up next.
Okay. Oz is, kind of thing. Can he see any of this skelly down here?
He can, yes. Yep.
All right. Well then,
Its back
you
is
said-
facing him.
You said I had you gave me advantage or something.
So
Yeah,
you
you
actually have
silvery barbs
+5.
to give you advantage.
Oh yes, and you also have +5 to your next attack roll.
All right. So I learned something on the character sheet. If you go to the little thing and it says role queries, the little settings section,
Okay.
you can turn a toggle at the top of your page where you can turn on advantage and disadvantage. It's all
Yeah, Drew
nice.
told us that like 3 sessions ago.
That was like
Uh-huh.
session
He did
2,
not.
man.
He did not. I did not get that.
I know you
read
don't
it, but
understand technology
I
because you're
did- I
like
read it, but
80
I
or
didn't
something.
get it.
But no, I'm just kidding.
Are you calling me a ludit?
I am not. I would
Alright.
never be so crass, or would I?
Here we go. Oh, hey, I think I got a 22.
Oh yeah, that's a 22. That is a solid blow. Arrow
Alright.
strikes him. You're shooting, right?
My advantage was so
Yeah.
helpful.
Oh
Wait a minute.
damn,
Sorry,
12.
wrong thing.
No, it's good. So you
No, that's
No,
not
no,
damage.
no.
That's not damage.
That's not damage.
Okay.
It's an attack roll.
Click the actual
Just
short
click the little
bow button.
short bow thing.
There
Yeah.
we go. That one. Yeah, there we go.
Solid. So the arrow strikes it right in the just below its neckline, where its neck would be, in the spine, and its head explodes, and there's just a shatter of bone and just bone because they're skeletons. So there's nothing else to
Alright.
shatter, just bone. But you have
Alright,
just
then-
nuked him.
5, 10. Let's see. 5 is 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
Beautiful.
Do I want to go in there?
I think you do.
No, I'm gonna do like policeman style. I'm gonna a Bobby style, I should say.
Ooh.
I'm gonna kind of come across. My arrows going like this after I shoot, and I'm gonna get over here and get behind Zogun,
Uh-huh.
and then I'm going to
Like taking cover.
take cover.
Okay.
Stealth, yeah. 27 on my
Love
stealth.
it.
There we
I
go.
love it.
Turn that off here.
Beautiful, beautifully done.
And I just like the special forces guys. I tap Zogun. It's your turn.
All right, Dova Yule just gave me +5 to next Dare Wolf roll, so I'm excited about that.
Hey, to that
Pater, go
person,
ahead.
I'll give you this.
That's Augie's friend, so
No, you skip.
you
skip
can
over
thank
Zogun.
them.
Skip over Zogun.
Zogun's turn. It's Zogun's
Oh, I'm
turn.
sorry, Zogun, you're up next. I apologize.
God, my friend gives you a roll and you decide that you're just gonna skip my turn.
I mean,
Okay.
it's just remember, it's a GM versus player.
We live in a
So-
society.
Yeah, where game masters are constantly out to get their players.
I'm gonna run out.
Right,
I'm just gonna hit this guy that's here.
Give him the good bonk.
I'm
Give
gonna
a
give
bonky
him
bonk,
hopefully a good bonk with my dragon hue.
I believe. Oh, 15 is a solid blow for 5 points of damage. And as you bring Dragon Hewn up, you slash it down. And as you slash down into the skeleton, the axe itself begins to glow green and becomes covered in this kind of cloudy looking mist. And as it strikes through that skeleton, the skeleton melts away and turns to ash. And as that happens, the skeletons that are surrounding Pator also turn to ash.
Oh.
And each and every one of them disappears. There is a thum noise. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to kill off the battle music. And the entire room starts to feel very, very warm. And as you watch around, surrounding Pator, a number of these ghostly visages start to appear. And you see what looks like to be a group of dwarven soldiers. And they're sitting around. This ghostly table appears in the center. They're playing some sort of card game or dice. And as you're sitting around, off in the corner, there's 3 of them that are working on a nice, magnificent wooden door that they're ready to put to the side there. And they're all just having a conversation. And you can't hear anything. You can see that they're talking and laughing and just having a good time. Through the doorway, actually stepping through Zogun, you see a more of a regal looking dwarf step in, points to them. They all stand up to attention, and then points back over his shoulder. They all salute. And then this image that you see, that you're watching, this kind of story play out, they all fade away. The room begins to get colder again. Your axe in your hand, though, that greenish hue, that mist around it, continues to just float and hover around it.
Bro, did somebody just use my axe?
Can I do an Arcana check on the sword?
Yeah, absolutely.
This is why all my monsters are so bad. I love that, man.
Probably magical, but you could also be high on, cave fumes. So who knows?
Can I go in the room and just give it a once around?
Yeah, absolutely. The room is, again, scraped, cuts.
Yeah,
There's old, rotten things. You don't find anything of any value in this room, save for rusty swords, broken skeletons that have been turned to ash. Again, all the skeletons' bones, even the ones that you destroyed, have all turned to ash and are just slowly, sizzling away, turning to steam.
Peter, you look kind of worse for wear.
It was not a good fight for me.
Well, I wish I could give you something other than a attaboy.
Blue, from behind you, on the door behind you, you hear 2 knocks. A knock, knock.
Don't do that to Jester. You know what he's going to say.
Who is it?
A single, very just solid thunk.
This is it's a blue thing, though. Blue goes up to the door.
Knock, knock.
Guys, there is a funny door over here.
All right, I'm coming.
Peter, you look kind of worse. Maybe you should hang back for a little bit. Maybe we got. I don't think we got any potions. Does anybody got any potions?
I have a health potion.
Any potions.
Here you go, Peter. I give Peter my health potion.
Peter drinks it. For sure. It's 1d8 plus 4.
No,
Yep.
that was for the. It's 2d4 plus 2 for the healing potion.
Someone said they're just waiting for the biggest monster in the dungeon to show up so you can give it +5.
Look at that. Look at that. Maximum health recovery.
Beautiful.
Oh, that's it. That's sweet. That's sweet. That's
Oops.
very
I
nice.
just
Wrong
did
way.
mine.
Wrong
I just
way.
did mine.
Go back. Undo.
Well, Blue's gonna open that door. There's no.
Oh yeah,
She
there's no
can-
question. I mean,
I'm
if she,
opening the door.
if she
She
doesn't,
can't help herself.
As you open the
Neville
door,
Ezekiel is very magic
the
musical.
room itself is empty. But as you open the door, you see that this
Hello?
room appears to be an old office. There's a stone table. On that table, what appears to have been moved there recently, is a little treasure chest, or a little kind of crate or box. And you can see where there was dust and rubble that it kind of set over it, but it's been set on that table, and it is almost like calling to you.
So what do we have here? I head over and investigate, right? Like I guess in here.
As you get close to the box, give me a will save.
Yeah, okay.
Well, not will, wisdom.
Wisdom?
Excuse me, wisdom.
Hey, all right.
Okay, in your mind, you hear a voice. It is an old, ancient, raspy dwarven voice. Oi, lad. Take the books. Take the books, lassie. Pick it up. Pick it up.
I'm not much for books, though.
It's a box, not a book.
Oh, does the box contain books?
Do you want books?
Not really. What's inside the box?
What do you want?
What's
I
in
don't-
the box?
Is he speaking Dwarvish?
Yes, but only Blue can hear this right now.
I don't speak Dwarvish, so I have no idea what he's saying.
I'm gonna go into the room.
As you go into the room, you there. You look like a strong lad. You should pick up the books.
He says it's full of books or something.
It's not books.
Why would I do that?
That
Because
sounds very useful. You can't even eat them.
Ugh.
the old dwarven voice says, I hate the living. Fucking always asking questions. Just pick up the damn box.
I like the living.
Can
Well, most of them. Some of the living I can take or leave,
Go ahead, Zogun.
I want to do a check? I don't know if I want to see if this is dangerous or just do an intelligence check to see if I'm stupid enough to pick it up.
Oh, int check to see if you're stupid enough to pick it up, because that's fun.
Is it
That's
a DC 10?
fun. We'll find out shortly. Go ahead and make the check.
Oh no.
Let's go! You're like, yeah, boxes are cool. What bad is in a box?
I love books. That's like my whole
Gonna
thing.
pick up the box.
I pick up the box.
As you pick up the box, your hand suddenly feels stuck to the box.
Oh no.
The box latch clicks open, and as it clicks open, there is this rush of energy,
what this is.
like a giant beam of light shoots out of it. And as
That's
it
not the
shoots out of
box!
it, it strikes you clearly in the eyes. Like there's these beams of light and they strike you in the eyes. And Zogun, what feels like to you, it could have been a couple hours, you see an entire story of like this mine's history way back when the dwarves first discovered it, started mining the precious minerals here. You follow the tale of what apparently was the Asayers, or like the leader of this mine's life, and you see his entire life play out before you. And then you also see the eventual fall of this mine as well. And as you watch all of this play out, you see that there is a what appears to at first be a dark elf that moves in, kills all the dwarves, has a bunch of these giant spiders that fight with it, and all of these other things. But you actually come to find out at the end that this evil dark elf is not an elf, but is instead a changeling, taking on the form and the guise of an elf. And as the changeling turns from changeling to elf, you recognize that dark elf as the same one you saw in the Cragmaw Castle. And as it all plays out, the beams of light to everyone else this takes 3 seconds. The beams go back, and you look down in this chest, and you see it is filled with gold, silver, and platinum.
Oh.
Not necessarily in that order.
No, exactly in that order. Gold on top, silver in the middle, platinum on the bottom.
Like a lasagna of money.
And everyone would hear this then. All right, now you know what happened. Can you schmucks fix it?
This isn't books.
I mean, you can use it to buy books.
I don't want the books. I just don't like liars.
Over in the southern
okay?
corner, you see this ghostly image of a dwarf, arms crossed, foot tapping, slowly shake his head, and then fade into the wall.
Everything okay in the room?
That was a dwarf guy, but he lied about books or something. I don't entirely know.
No, there's
fighting?
definitely.
Alright, good.
There
I
definitely.
think Augie
were.
got. I mean, no, I think Zogun got possessed. I don't know. We might have to kill
weird.
them.
I'm surprised you waited for me. I was looking at this for hours.
Definitely sounds like something possessed person would say.
No, it has only been moments.
Yeah, it's only been
I'm
a couple
still
of
I'm
moments.
still
mate.
bleeding.
Yeah, mate, it's only
Okay.
been a couple moments.
Okay,
Shit
so
got
when
weird.
I was in there was a beam of light that went into my eyes, and I saw the whole history of this cave. And you know that dark elf that we saw, the one who ran away and was a little bitch earlier?
Yes.
Yeah,
I remember bitch elf.
Okay, so
We're acquainted.
apparently they're not a dark elf, they're a changeling.
What?
And they came in here, and that's the reason the mines are all messed up. It was their fault. So the box showed me that it was their fault, and then the dwarvish man asked us to fix it.
So we need to get Changeling out of mine? I'm confused. We saw Changeling at Cragmaw Castle. He's not in mine.
No, they ran away.
So they're in mine now.
They may be, yeah. It seems
Oh,
like this might be their home base because they're the person who came in and ruined it.
So kill Dark Elf is what I hear. But not real Dark Elf. Wait, are any of you Changelings?
Is changeling like tiefling?
I might be.
Okay,
Alright,
either way, I turn and I just show them the box of money.
Oh yeah, lots of
whole
money.
box full of money.
Oh yeah, that's nice.
Good. I can only guess who will have to carry that.
It ain't gonna be me, mate. It ain't gonna be me.
It is
I'm
because you are
sorry.
so hungry. You know, you starve yourself. It is not good to see.
Classic. Classic.
Hey, I gotta turn my screen off for a second. I'll be right back.
No worries. And in fact, you know what? I think this is actually a good moment to take a quick 5 to 10 minute break as the group thinks about how they're going to progress. And Zogun, you actually know the direct path that would lead up to basically the main chamber of this entire place. And in your mind's eye, that's where this dwarf was killed. And that's likely where this changeling who came in here would have staged everything, and likely where he still is. So you have a beeline directly to where you believe the enemy would be. But in the meantime, we're going to take a quick 5 to 10 minute break, everybody. So please stick around, and we'll see the epic conclusion here shortly. Thanks for watching.
Excellent. I need more water.
All right, everyone, and we are back live with session 5 of Lost Minds of Phandelver. All right, see, I know I wouldn't get it right the last time, but no, it's all good. Phandelver. Hey, everybody, thanks for sticking with us. The group and I just had an amazing quick little break here, drank some water, used the restroom, did the things. But before our intrepid adventurers took a quick short rest, in fact, why don't you guys just take a short rest, because that feels cinematic and in character. Exactly. All right, so perfect. So you have just gotten this ghostly vision, Zogun, of an attack on the mine, how this changeling came in and just mucked everything up. And you basically have the entire layout of this mine memorized in your mind. You know where all the nooks and crannies are. You know exactly where this changeling, if he's still here, if they are still here, would be hiding. And basically you have this almost like compass in your mind that's telling you where you need to go. And more than likely, it's probably that you're probably not, being haunted right now. Maybe you are being possessed. I don't know. It could be a possession. Maybe it's not. I don't know, man. It could be a possession. We'll find out. Ooh, spooky. Would also help if I unmuted you guys, by the way, because I had you muted still. I am so bad at this. There's too many buttons. I just realized I looked down and you were talking and the bar wasn't moving. Oh, you know what? After I do 30 of these, I'll probably get it half right. But that's really all that matters. So anyway, back to you all. What are we doing?
I don't think I actually told the group that the map was implanted in my head, so I'll just also make that clear to them, that I think I know where to find them.
That is what somebody possessed would say.
All right, tell me something only Zogun would know.
Say it in dragon.
Look, dude, earlier when I said I didn't want to embarrass you because you were seeing stuff, but I fully believe you now. Okay?
All right, it's definitely still Zogun.
All right,
man. Tell us.
I am not convinced. All right.
Well, I'm gonna head up this way. Peter, you coming?
Oh, is Zogun going to tell us where to go?
Yeah, if you want, you can just follow behind me, and you don't have to get hurt, and I can just lead the way, so no one has to bust into any wrong doors.
I like it.
Sounds good. I'm down.
I like it. That's good. Following Zogun's internal compass, you
leads us off a cliff.
walk forward and end up in something jelly. No, I'm kidding. That's terrible. Can you imagine? What if? No, I digress. You walk into a jelly room. It's gelatinous cubes. Good game, everybody. All right, well, that's it. No, I'm kidding. All right, so no, you actually follow this trail, and it leads you northward. You pass by, a couple of rooms where you hear additional scraping. Every time you cross by one of these rooms, the axe, that glow that was swirling around it, that greenish hue, it intensifies. You hear the sound of bones falling to the ground and sizzling from those rooms. Something about this axe is interacting with this cave. Blue, that kind of pulsating back and forth, that breathing, almost as though the cave was alive. Every single section, every time you walk past one of these chambers and Zogun's axe does this magical effect, that breathing, that pulsating, that writhing back and forth of the walls lessens and lessens and lessens, and the cave starts to seem less and less alive and more like just a cave, which is probably a good thing.
I'm beginning to regret having handed that axe to you, but I am pleased to see you're using it well.
Yeah, I really like it, man. It was the best gift I could have received. Thanks a lot.
Aw.
Always my pleasure.
That's so nice.
Aww.
You're my best friend.
Oh.
Well, Dad, I think you are my best friend.
Oh my god. It'd be a shame when one of you dies.
Hey.
All right.
Hey,
So
Are y'all gonna like kiss or something, or are we gonna get through this dungeon?
I'm pretty sure Zogun is possessed.
Dragon folk do not kiss, and it's very offensive that you think we might.
Okay. Where are we going?
I tried to kiss Peter.
that was the sweetest thing ever. Like I feel really bad about the murder death kill that I've set up for you all now because like this was a super touching moment, and I want to just let this simmer for a second. All right, it's over. So we're gonna move on to the death kill. And with that being said, I'm gonna grab your tokens, and I'm just gonna quickly move all of you up to a double-doored entrance that Zogun has led you towards. You just grab these guys here. We're just going to do one of these.
Don't forget his helper.
We're just going to do one of these, and we're going to drag this map up and over yonder so everyone can see. So, you've traveled through the cave. You've made your way up. There's been several rooms. And, hey, you went right, not left. If you had gone left, things would have gone differently. Always go right, because you never want to go the wrong way. It's the best advice anyone's ever told me. Fantastic. So, with that being said, you've made your way to this doorway. Now, the doorway itself, you see ancient dwarven runes carved into it. However, the doorway has been clawed and scraped, and you see that there are bloody prints on the door as though it's been desecrated or defiled in some way. From behind it, you hear a rather angry conversation. And I'm going to have you all make perception checks because one of those voices that you hear sounds ever so slightly familiar. Blue.
Guys, I think it is the tiefling that we were talking about.
Blue. Hey, remember that rock seeker brother back in town? The one that didn't seem to care about his brother?
Yeah.
You hear him, and he sounds really pissed off. And he's yelling, "You dirty, smacking, stupid, changeling mother of a dark! When my brother finds me here, he's gonna tear out your liver, and he's gonna stab you in the eyes, and he's gonna fucking... Oh, damn it, stop hitting me! Oh, it hurts!
People are so good at getting captured.
And it's going back and forth, this argument that's happening inside of this chamber.
There's tiefling inside.
Wait. Does that mean that dwarf brother back in Phandelver is changeling, and this is dwarf brother who's been here whole time?
No. They have the horns and the skin that's red.
Oh,
kind of like you.
Well, that's a. That's
no,
a
I'm Dragonborn.
That's a tiefling you're talking about.
Yeah, tiefling.
Tiefling, not a changeling.
These are not the same thing?
Changeling.
Changeling.
I hate you all.
Born to change the world.
You know how I said I felt bad about killing you because of the nice touching moment? It's gone.
That's fair.
How dare you?
Valid.
Can you imagine? So that argument, this argument that's taking place inside the chamber, it intensifies to a point, and you hear this voice, this kind of poisonous, almost slightly alluring voice. "You will be silent. You will be silent. Your blood is the end of the ritual. It's what I have been missing. It is the only thing that I've been missing. And now that I have it, you wretched little bearded monster, I should complete it, and the power of this mine shall be mine. The mine shall be mine. Damn it!"
Open, you friend?
Definitely tiefling.
Yes.
Peter kicks door open.
And as the door is kicked open,
Peter
before
kicks
you,
ass.
you see an interesting scene. You see several giant spiders, a giant
I've seen this one before.
floating
We have a
looking
spider killer.
head. You see what appears to
That's
be
my
like
boy.
an undead, like king looking guy.
Oh God.
You see the supposed drow dude right there. And you also see Nunduro tied up, bound, now gagged, And the drow-looking dude is wielding this ritualistic black, slightly curved dagger and has it lifted up, ready to plunge into Nanduro's chest.
Hello, yes, we're level 4.
He looks back over his shoulder.
And who in the hell... Wait, I recognize you. You're the bastards who are... Kill them!
And as he screams, kill them, cue the adventure music. Let's get weird.
Hey, it's not a 3 or 4.
Didn't click on your token, doesn't count. No.
Hard yikes. Hard yikes.
Pitter patter, let's get at her, guys.
Oh, that was the worst initiative I rolled all day.
Right.
Click, click,
Let's
I could
get
not
into
say
some
anything
fighty
better.
fighty death kill. And I just want to say that it's been an honor and a pleasure fighting with you all. And super sorry about how this ends. But
Whatever,
that
Well,
being
these guys are
said-
10 ply.
What do I roll to
Oh,
identify the guy that looks like a lich? To know if he's a lich or not?
Religion? Right? That's a thing, right?
Yeah, religion.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try it.
That
Hey, that's pretty good.
that
Really-
gentleman,
really the
that
lich is-
gentleman looks like a ghostly wraith, and it is a wraith.
Okay, not a lich. No
Not
phylactery
a lich.
involved.
No phylactery
That's
involved.
fair.
Just a
so
real
the lich is
angry
where you
looking
thought we
lich.
were in trouble. You don't think the tiny beholder is really the one that's going to mess
Man,
us right up?
beholder
I think it'll be
plus
fine.
lich. You
I
know,
have
that's
faith.
where I was.
Axel just said I'll hold off on the +5 to Wolfie. Strong choice, Axel. I probably
No, you
won't
s-
need it.
I hate to be that guy, but you still have the +5 from last time that was never used because all the skeletons were disintegrated. So
Well, I'm gonna hold on to that for a key moment. I'm gonna hold on to that. And with that being said, let's get the initiative order dropped down. First up in the initiative is the halfling, Austere. Take your turn.
Well, you know, I'm just
Oh, let me get this guy.
just a little thing where everything he goes. He's gonna step up there, and he's going to take a shot at
Twinkle
the
his toes.
changeling.
Giant spiders spin around.
Just take a little shot. at
Their
the changeling.
mandibles mandibling.
Yeah, he just oh no,
Come
not
here.
a good roll.
Come
Somebody
As
give
you
me a +5.
fire your arrow, the drow-looking mother effer spins around. He actually brings the dagger up, and the arrow strikes the dagger. Go ahead and roll damage.
Okay.
damage, please.
The arrow strikes the dagger right where the blade itself hits the hilt, and the dagger shatters, sending shards of what look like obsidian into his face and eyes. He
meant to do
recoils
that.
back, and as he recoils back, his skin begins to waver and change, and he starts to look less so like a drow and more like some sort of doppelganger or like changeling looking guy. And as his visions fades, you see this before you.
Ooh.
How
Yeah.
dare you! Years of work! I shall kill all of you!
And he roars, and the cavern in this section here, there is this black kind of fog that begins to emanate out of the ground, the fissures and cracks in the ground, and he starts to just roar, and dark, writhing, swirling energy starts to spin around both of his arms, and he just reaches out towards all of you and says, "Give them!"
The
And
tiefling looks cold. He's
And-
kind of
and-
blue.
After that, I'm gonna, just kind of just slide right back.
No,
down
that's
here
you.
For somebody whose name is Blue, you do not understand how words work.
and go to stealthy.
And you
Or
slip
colors.
back behind the bird. Click, click. You're up next.
Click Click will give a bardic inspiration to the fighter because that is always useful.
Beautiful.
And then he's going to cast invisibility on the halfling.
Solid.
Oh, I
The
don't need it.
halfling
I don't need it, but thank you.
disappears
How long did that inspiration from that pie last?
until they use it.
Can they have double inspiration?
Technically, no.
Yeah, because inspiration is different than bardic inspiration.
Oh, you're right. You're absolutely right. Never mind. Technically, yes.
Inspiration just means
sure.
I get advantage on something. Bardic inspiration is I can roll a dice and add it to my.
Brilliant.
Got it. Okay.
So I'm invisible.
You are invisible. I'm gonna go ahead and give you the ninja symbol on your token.
Well, I'm already a ninja. So
Ninja.
That ninja symbol's way too big. We're gonna delete that. We just know you're invisible. It's fine. Moving on. Next up in the initiative is a giant spider. The giant spider to the back, as the smoke starts to writhe up and spin around, it actually appears to almost attach to the spider's 8 legs, and the thing rushes, more to the point, across the way, gets to about right here, and almost appears to be walking on the shadowy smoke. And as it gets up close, it looks to Peter, and it says in Draconic, no, I'm just kidding, into the earth, bro. No, it's fine. It actually is just going to swing at you. It's just going to swing.
Is there a chance?
Hits for a 22. Holy crap-tastic. So the giant spider lashes onto you with its horrific-looking mandibles, and is going to go ahead and deal you a little bit of damage. You take a whopping 6 points of damage as it rips into you with its mandibles, crunching into your armor, and you can feel the squeeze. Maybe a rib starts to crack. And I also need you to give a quick Constitution save, please. Whatever spider poison this half bitch-ass spider is wielding, that ain't nothing on Peter. So you're totally fine.
Is there any chance that these
Totally
spiders
fine.
have heard the rumor of the great spider killer?
You know, maybe. Let's ask this other spider, who skitter-scatters over to here, sees a bird, and thinks to himself, some spiders eat birds. Let's try this one. And he is going to lash out at the bird.
Silvery
40
barbs!
crit! Oh, silvery barbs! Nat 0! Okay, so here's what's hilarious with that Nat 1. So as the spider lunges forward, you see it's almost like a jumping spider. It leaps over its friend and looks as though it's just about to land onto and crush him under its weight, burrowing and just burying its mandibles into him. As that happens, though, Blue, you use the silvery barbs, and as that black shadowy mist writhes up and around it, it actually goes up over its 8 legs towards its center, and the whole spider starts to crunch together, and then there's a horrific pop, and there is just spider guts everywhere.
Oh,
In
wow.
the center of the room, that doppelganger, that changeling-looking gentleman, looks like his muscles start to beef up a little bit more.
Oh.
And he looks down and you see this black veins up his arms. And he screams,
Yes, yes, I can feel the darkness inside me.
and he's just like having a good time about his life. But Zogun, you're up next.
Zogun, are you gonna make an attack?
Is dead.
I mean, I'd think about it, yeah, but I can't do anything, so I can't move
Okay,
anywhere.
I'm gonna give the
actually, that guy's
advantage.
gone.
I'm gonna give the advantage to Peter then.
Yeah, do that. You know what? I'm gonna cast Bless,
I love it. Bless is a good ability. Good ability.
and I'll
Bless
cast
you.
it on myself. I'll cast it on Petor, and I'll cast it on Oz.
I love it. I love it.
Thank
Let me
you.
get some more battle music going here. All right, let's get that going. We got that
Bless
going
do again?
Plus
You
4.
get to add a 1d4 to any attack rolls and saving throws. Yeah, attack rolls or saving throws.
Perfect.
And it lasts for up to a minute.
As
So
long
you
as
can
you're-
use it every turn.
It's a concentration, right?
Great.
Yeah, it's concentration.
Right. And we got this guy. And why did this guy not get into the initiative? I just realized that the big bad guys didn't get into the initiative for some reason, but that's fine.
Oh,
All
darn.
right, so we got that, we got that, we got that, we got that.
Round, you know,
Why are they not showing up in the initiative?
because that you like us, really, you really do like us.
That is so weird. For some reason, the initiative is not showing these guys. Quick tech issue. Let's give this a shot again. Is he on the wrong layer? Huh, weird. All right, let's go to here. Let's go add turn. Let's go add turn. Let's go add turn. No, they're in there. All right, well, that was weird. So 15. We got Spectator is 18. And
wait, you're gonna give them their good rolls instead of the terrible?
I'll give them the 9.
3,
I'll give them the 3. All right, it's fine. It's fine. All right, we'll do that. All right, we're gonna reset this. Super great epic conclusion. I love it. I love when roll 20 works. All right, Zogun just went. Giant spider is gonna lunge forward and is gonna attempt to bite the Birdman. 6. It misses terribly. It actually slips on its friend's guts. Blue, you're up next.
I meta magic twin spell hold person
Okay,
on our 2 humanoids in the back.
I love it.
Hold person, level 2.
And what is the save on that? Or is there no save?
Wisdom save.
Wisdom save. What's the DC?
I guess it's 13.
Ooh,
I don't know why it doesn't say.
Let's see what happens. Doppelganger says F you. And the Spectator you're talking about, right?
No,
Or,
the Wraith.
Oh,
yeah, you
Wraith,
described it as a wraith to us.
It's a Wraith. It's like a shadowy Wraith monster. So I'm unfortunately... Oh, Doviel. Thank you for the gift sub. I appreciate it, man. That's actually fantastic. And next up is... Let's see here.
Yes.
So you know what? The Spectator, we're going to go with the Spectator. It is held personed. So I'm going to go ahead and put a little boop on him. Get a little back, and the Spectator is not moving. Peter.
Okay.
Go ahead. No, go ahead. What's up, Blue?
What? I cast it on the wraith thing, but it's whatever. It's fine.
It's supposed to be humanoid. So.
It's supposed to be humanoid.
Hand wave. GM says it works. It's fine.
Hey, Wolf.
Hey, me.
I have advantage on initiative.
Okay.
But it's showing that 14 instead of the 19. Could you change that for me?
Done.
Initiative is so screwed.
Initiative's not working. Of course, at the final climactic battle, everything just goes to hell. So it's just how it works. Like, it's been working fine the whole time.
It allows me to change it in in here, but whenever I do, once you do something else in the turn order, it reverts back.
Weird. Well, good news is I fixed it. So, with that being said, we are off to Peter. It's your turn, my dude.
Peter summons his echo.
Okay.
I'm going to attack the giant spider in front of me.
I love it. Oh, yeah, that's a hit.
I'm going to unleash my incarnation, which will let the shadow attack as well.
Get it. That is a...
Don't stop. Get it.
Ooh, not great damage, but solid blow. Definitely a hit. 25. 14. As you slash into the spider, I now need you to do me something very important. I need you to roll me a D100. You want to roll less than 50. Perfect. The spider looks as though the black shadowy essence is about to crawl up and eat it, but instead the spider begins to vibrate and then just collapses to the ground, and the shadowy essence pulls back. The doppelganger at the back screams, "No! No, it's not working! No!" And that spider is dead.
Excellent. As on my turn, I can make the echo move up to 30 feet. It does with no action required.
Beautiful.
So I'm going to have it move to here, and then I'm going to use second wind to attack again, which means we'll both get to attack the other spider with advantage.
Let's go. I love it. Ooh, 24 for 8. Solid blow. The spider, it lunges forward a little bit as the blast of this blow, the impact of this blow, but it's still standing, but you've carved into its center bits, and it is wavering ever so slightly, and you see those black tendrils of energy starting to crawl up it. But next up, and certainly not least, is the Wraith. And the Wraith looks hungry. And it's going to lunge forward, but as it moves forward, it almost feels to phase in with this black energy. And it's just going to move right over to here. and is going directly for Paytor. And as it does so, its mouth opens wide and says, "End our suffering!" And
It's
it
going
reaches
around,
towards
going
you.
around the echo in a way.
Going
so that I
around the echo, almost like it knows. And it's looking at you just with, like, angry eyes. And it's going to attempt to swing. And we're going to see what happens as it reaches out, attempts to grab your inside bits. It rolls a nat 1! It rolls a nat 1! That is fantastic! So, Paytor, very important roll here. I need you to go ahead and give a diplomacy check.
What?
Okay. Do you mean persuasion?
Persuasion check. Yes, thank you.
I'm gonna add that D4 that I have.
Go ahead and roll it. Okay.
And then I'm gonna add my bardic inspiration, which
Okay.
is the D6. So that's 24 total.
All right, Paytor. As you look at this wraith, you see not the wraith before you, but a bundle of tormented souls. You can see the faces of all the dwarves that likely lived here at one point, and each of them is calling out to you, "Please, please end our suffering. Please end our suffering." What do you say to them in response to this plea?
Oh. How do I end your? I would okay. Okay, how?
And the wraith itself, its arms spin back, and it just points towards the doppelganger. Kill him, 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 kill him. And the wraith itself just stands there as though it is frozen in place. It's not moving towards you. It's not making any aggressive movements. And as it does this, all of that black smoke on the ground starts to suck in towards it. And the wraith, in a voice that is not just one voice, but multiple voices at the same time, all of these fallen dwarves, shouts at you, I can only hold it for so long. Kill him, please, kill him. And that will be the wraith's turn. Next up is the child. Ostier, it's your turn.
On it.
Did you say child?
Yes, I did.
Unnourished dwarf.
Unnourished dwarf.
I'm just not gonna say anything. I'm gonna shoot at the this wraithy thing here.
Okay.
No, don't shoot the wraith. Shoot anything else.
But it's the scariest thing there.
Yes, but it is scary because of magic. We have to
okay.
kill Doppelganger and release spirits.
Alright, well, I can't reach the Doppelganger, so I'll shoot at the Spidey. I'll shoot Spidey, and this will be hopefully. No, did not do well. And even if I roll a D4, I don't think.
Come on, you can do it. You can do it.
I cannot. I'd rolled a 9. So waste
Goes wide.
invisibility.
Unfortunately.
And then I'm gonna go back over here, and then I'm gonna hide.
Click, click. You're up next.
All right. What does the inspiration do for you again?
The inspiration will let you have advantage on roll.
Oh, you were invisible. You do have advantage. So the 23 would have hit.
Oh
no, wait, that's not a 23. Roll again. Roll again, Austere. Yeah.
Let me roll again. Yeah, forgot about that. 15 plus
On
1.
on who? Who are you shooting?
I was shooting at the Spidey.
The Spidey? That is a hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
16. Alright, and then so that's 5, and then here's the sneak attack.
Boom, dead. The spider drops. No shadow, no black tendrils of energy, nothing like that. It just collapses to the ground dead.
And then I sneak behind Zogun, tap.
All right. So Click looks over at Peter and says, "Not this one."
No, it wants us to kill Doppelganger.
Okay. I'm going to cast Uncontrollable Laughter on him.
Ooh, bold choice. I need you.
Oh, I'm sorry, Hideous Laughter.
Hideous laughter. All right, perfect. Go ahead and pull this up. Let me go over here.
There you go.
And it's got to make a wisdom saving throw. Let's see what happens. Now, because his powers are currently being muted, he rolled a 14, though, unfortunately. So he does save.
I don't think I have anything that will help me with that.
That's all right. You're still looking
well.
bamf. Next up is Zogun.
Okay. I'm gonna run up. Here. And I'm gonna shoot at the Doppelganger.
Go for it. I love it. Make it happen. The Doppelganger is looking down, and that black shadowiness is slightly muted around its hands, and it looks over at the Wraith as you go to shoot it. The arrow strikes him, but just breaks off, shattering.
You fools.
I'm guessing a 1d4 isn't gonna make a
You
difference.
fools, you think you can stop what has been in... This is my destiny. This is everything. I shall kill all of you. Your blood shall fuel the ritual.
And yeah, he just looks really mad.
You look unhealthy for a tiefling.
The Spectator is like trying to move, but is currently being held personed, and is gonna go ahead and make a quick wisdom check.
As a bonus action, I'm gonna cast Spiritual Weapon.
Beautiful.
Ooh, there you go.
And let me go ahead and do this. Where would you like your conjured blade?
Yeah, why not?
You like that? Perfect. I'm gonna
Yeah.
go ahead and give you control of that, Zogun. So you can actually move that when you need to move it, but boom, that is right there for you. And next up, we have the Spectator, who is gonna go ahead and what was the DC on that hold person?
Oh crap, it's 13.
Okay. Well, at the end of his turn, he is no longer being held personed, and it just opens its mouth. Long tongue comes out and goes, "Not cool." And it is going to go to the Doppelganger. The Doppelganger looks over at the sword, looks at Zogun. "Poultry magics." And then just lunges towards you. And as it runs up, it's going to go ahead, and it's going to swing on you. 25. And 20. 2 slams right into you. And this is probably going to hurt, and I apologize in advance, but I think you'll be fine. So, alright, do you have any resistance to necrotic damage?
No.
Oh boy. 14 and 13 damage as it slams into you. And
Those
each
were
of those
really good
slams, you feel your skin and your flesh start to like instantaneously rot away as it slams into you, and it just roars at you, and you realize that that roar is not coming from its mouth because it doesn't have one. That roar is in your mind, and it hurts. But now it's Blue's turn.
Does anyone want to be anywhere else? Wherever you want. Like literally anywhere. Does anyone want to be anywhere else?
Me,
Anyone?
I'm at 7 HP.
Where do you want to be?
Not here.
Vortex warp. You fail on purpose. I suck you out of the room with a splat of blue jam on the ground.
A little bit of jelly. A little bit of jelly on the ground.
A little bit of jelly.
Yeah.
I will dump you off over here.
Yeah.
So move yourself down here.
Yeah. Hey, Blue and Ossier, you give me a perception check real quick.
Uh-oh. Dude, what did I just teleport them
Oh
into?
no.
Cool.
Oh, good. Okay.
So, Blue,
Awesome.
you're the one that realizes that slowly making its way down the hallway is this. Slowly but surely making its way down the hallway.
I realize that I may have just
Is
teleported
that-
you into something even worse.
But the good news is, we still have more turns.
When
And-
Zogun reappears, I just imagine they're like covered in like whipped cream,
Oh, yeah.
like dough
Oh, yeah.
and
Little-
flour.
A little bit of a couple sprinkles in his hair. It looks great.
They went through something.
Peter, it's your turn.
All right. I'm gonna move for free. I'm gonna move my Echo to here, and then I will move straight up to him. And once again, I will unleash my incarnation. So will both. So both I and the Echo will attack. And
19
I will
is a
add
hit.
I will add a D4 to that 19, or to
Okay.
that 15. Sorry.
15's a hit.
What is a 17 a hit?
No, actually, that misses. If you want to go back to the 15, that's fine.
No. So the thing is, I get to use both. The I attack and the Echo attacks.
Yeah, both the 15
So-
and the 19 hit. It's
Oh.
its AC is 14. It's not good. He's got a lot of HP, but he's not good. Hashtag, no spoilers.
Well then, he takes 20. He takes 20 points of damage.
Beautiful. And you slash into him, and each of those cuts, as you cut into him, instead of blood splurting out, there's black shadowy mist that starts to emanate out of him, and he roars and laughs and doesn't seem really fazed by it. He seems quite delightfully insane, is what you're getting from this gentleman.
As
But
a bonus action, I'm just going to use my second wind to give myself 1d10 plus my level of hit points,
perfect.
so that I won't be quite so hurt.
The Wraith behind you looks over at Click Click, and the same description that I gave to Paytor. You see all of these dwarves are asking for help. Roll me a D100. You want to roll less than 50.
I want to do a lot of things.
I'm so nervous. Oh! You're right on the money. 50 or less. That's what you wanted. 50 or less. You're right on the money. Right on the money. So for a second, the Wraith voices all coalesce into one dark. There is no safety, only death. But then all of those voices appear, and you hear them like, "Please help us! Please help us! Please help us! Kill him!" The Wraith is still frozen in place from that crit one last time. So, good stuff. Good stuff. Ostier, you're up next.
Well, since I'm oblivious to the mustard,
I've called it out. Blue has
You
called it
see
out
it.
for reaction to call it
That's
out.
a jelly. That's an ochre jelly. It wants to be your
Oh.
friend.
I'm going to shoot at the other Spidey,
Okay. I like it.
Hugs.
I like it.
and of course I hid last time. So,
Yeah.
This time I'm going to turn on the advantage.
I love it. Do it.
And here we go.
Let's get weird.
17. Oh, wait a minute. Plus a D4.
That's a hit.
It's 20.
Can you deal enough damage?
There's that. Plus,
Okay. Boom! And that spider, it's looking at Peter, it's looking back at you, looking at Peter, and as it looks back to Peter, an arrow strikes it in the neck, or where its neck might be, and it collapses to the ground. And again, because the shadowy black essence is not currently emanating, it just dies.
then I will run past this scary thing.
Mhm.
Let's see. 5, 10.
As you run past it, help us, help us, help us, help us, help us, help us. All of
I
these
think
different
that's about
voices.
As far as I can get.
Beautiful.
And, that'll be my turn. I'm not.
Click, click. You're up next.
Bye, click, click.
I'm going to
I'm so excited.
give Piter another bardic inspiration.
Now you're saying it wrong. That's great.
Oh, I am saying it wrong. You're right. I'm gonna
Yeah,
give Peter a bardic
I've ruined it
inspiration.
for everyone.
Fuck you.
I resemble that remark.
Yeah. And I'm going to. I'm gonna try hideous laughter again
Okay. On who?
on the changeling.
17. Ah! So close.
All right.
Anything else?
That's it.
Zogun, you're up next.
Hey, I'm gonna take my healing potion,
delicious. What do we got? I believe. Zogun, you can hear your best friend inside. You should probably go save them.
That's upsetting. Sorry, I took that, and then I am going to. I'm gonna move my spiritual weapon towards that guy.
Beautiful.
And I'm gonna hit him with it.
I love it. Make it happen. Mess up his life. So, the 10 unfortunately is a miss. But it's. But you know what? It's flanking. So we're gonna take that 16. Wait, were you attacking? Oh no, you were attacking the Spectator. Excuse me. All right, let me double check something. Yes, unfortunately that is a miss.
Can I? Because I have less. Can I add it to my spiritual weapon?
You know what? Yes, absolutely. Why not? GM rules. That's the rule of cool. You channel your positive blessing in your weapon. The weapon glows brightly and then fizzles. It's still there.
Oops.
But nothing happens. It looked really cool though.
I always get fucked by Roll20.
That's
Poor
fair.
Zogun, bro.
I never roll well.
This gentleman. What? No, Zogun, you still have your turn because that was just your spiritual weapon. So what are you gonna do?
No, I drank my potion.
Oh, you drank your potion. That's right. All right. So this Spectator is gonna pivot over to here. Is gonna look at the two Peters, and with one of its eye beams.
Oh god.
It's gonna launch a. All right, Peter. I need you to roll me a D100. You want to roll over 50.
Gotcha. Nope.
Perfect. All right. So you're getting hit with a wounding ray. Make a Constitution saving throw, please.
Oh god.
Oh, that's
I
not
can add a
good.
D4 to that, so it's a 9 now.
So
add a D6 to it, right?
a wounding ray from this creature strikes you.
Wait, can I? If I added my Bardic Inspiration as a D6, will that help me in any way? Like that max of 15.
Yes.
All right, so now it's a 12.
Unfortunately, still a fail. You take 17 points of necrotic damage. Ouch.
Ow.
The other beam strikes your duplicate, but it is simply a fear beam, and I'm pretty sure your duplicate is immune to those, right?
It's immune to effects. Yeah.
All right, perfect. So, and then the creature just just bubbles and blaggles as it in its little place. Next up is the Doppelganger, who is going to go full bore into Peter with 2 attacks. 16
That's a hit.
and a 16.
That second one doesn't hit.
All right, perfect. 10 and 13 damage. Boom, boom. Just slamming into you. Blue, you're up next.
I don't really want to fight the slime, so I'm just gonna go into the room.
You watch as the slime, the ochre jelly, its little like arms kind of like come up, and you see it starts to form into little dwarves for a second, and then it like drips down.
I'm good. I'm good.
And it's ever so slightly, just very slowly making its way down the hallway.
I'm good.
If a slime could look hungry, this one looks hungry.
I don't think you're ready for that jelly slime.
And then I'll just firebolt.
I don't think you're ready.
For this jelly. I don't
No,
think
I'll
you're
go
ready.
again. I'll try it.
Really, Beyonce?
I'm going
All right.
to
I like it.
I'm going to twin my hold person again on the same 2 people, the Doppelganger and the Spectator. Hold person, 13 wisdom saves.
Oh, Spectator
Yes!
is held person. Let's go. Perfect. All right. Paytor.
And the Doppelganger. I'm twinning it up. I'm casting it on
Doppelganger
both
made a
of them.
13. He's good.
The Doppelganger.
Oh, I didn't see it. Okay, sorry.
Peter, you're up next.
All right, Peter is going to roll with advantage this time because he is attacking, and I'll use my final unleash of incarnation. Oh no, I get one extra one now because I
Oh, no, I can't.
I
Damn
use
it.
my.
Do you really think that the likes of you and your foolish friends can stop what I've set into motion years ago?
Yes, or else you wouldn't be fighting so hard. Crit!
Oh shit! Taki mushrooms.
We take 25 damage.
All right. Well, that hurt him. He is half sentenced through trying to be a dick to you, and you cut open his chest, and inside of his chest, as he cuts open, you see this beating, black, necrotic-looking heart.
Awesome. Then my
And-
echo attacks.
Yeah. Go ahead and roll damage, because that 18. Okay. And from behind, the echo stabs through his chest, piercing through the black heart. The heart begins to writhe and shake and rumble, and he's sitting there. No! My destiny! Boom! And everything goes dark. Everyone's vision.
I have
even
dark
those
vision?
with dark vision.
Can't hear
cannot
you,
see
Whoopi.
anything. They cannot see anything at all in this moment.
Oh no.
And as the lights and the dark vision returns to your eyes, you see the Spectre is gone, the Ochre Jelly is gone,
In the city.
and sitting upright, managing to have just pulled off his gag, is Nunduro. Who the fuck are you people?
Classic on Doyle.
We are the adventurers. We are the adventurers that Gundren sent.
I'm Luke Skywalker. I'm here to rescue you.
Well, it's about goddamn time you showed up. Been fucking stuck in this cave for weeks.
No, we saw you back at town.
Yeah, it's not me. Some sort of doppelganger mother effer. Anyway, get me free. We gotta go back to town and mess up his life. And as we pan out from this cave, we pan back. We do a quick montage of you
Combat
all
music.
returning to town, heading back into the tavern. There's a Spider-Man moment where Nanduro points at Nanduro, the other Nanduro points at Nanduro, and then you all maul the guy inside, realize that he was a doppelganger, and just mess up his life. And as we montage forward, we see the town of Phandelver sped up. We see buildings being repaired. We see just beautiful architecture being done up. The mine is opened back up. And our final scene is all of you sitting in your respective, I guess, homes in the city, looking very happy and pleased with yourselves. And that, my
On the
friends,
road.
is where
Because
we
we are
end
now level 5.
the session. And you're all technically level 5, but the game's over. So, go fuck yourselves. Anyway, no, I digress. No. But absolutely fantastic job, everyone. I was honestly expecting that last fight to go a little different, but there was a couple of additional rolls, and I didn't use the +5 roll because I didn't really want to kill you guys. I was really happy. I thought I had Zogun there for a second. I was like, I'm at least get one of them. I'm going to get one of them. They're going down.
It
That
wasn't very
double
close.
hit on Peter, I was like certain. And then, but that last crit, oh, that was good, Peter. But everyone, you did an absolute fantastic job. And to everyone that watched today, I do want to give a shout out to Doviul. Thank you for the 2 gift subs. Every little bit does help. The more of those I get, it's easier for me to put out content. Everything that goes into this channel, any subscriptions, literally just going to go back into doing this. It's going to be awesome. But I do want to just give, again, a special thank you to everyone that was here. You will actually see the bottom 2 players, Light's Fantastic and Jesper. I always mix the two together. Jester,
Pick
Jasper.
one. Like,
No, I'm gonna do
Jester
Jasper.
or Jasper.
You'll see.
Either is fine.
You'll see those 2 players. Ideally next Saturday, where we'll be doing session 2 of Rise of the Rune Lords. And I just want to give a quick shout out. I am also looking at whipping up another Pathfinder stream called The Trials of Solaria: Broken Oaths, which is a game that will be taking place chronologically along with 2 other games that both Brian and Drubaka are playing in, as well as Light's Fantastic is playing in one of those games. All 3 of those games, 2 of them are not streamed. The one is intended to be streamed. And they all are happening simultaneously, and things that happen in one affect things in the others. And it's just a little experiment I've been working on that appears to be going pretty well. I've been having a lot of fun with. So if you're interested in that, you can find the Roll20 post on Roll20 looking for a group on Reddit. Also on you can find it on my Twitter. I'm going to post a link to that so you can do it. I have a player's guide built for it, as well as an application, and I'm looking for 4 adventurers to take on the roles of Solarians. It is a whole thing, and there's a story and you can read about it. But to everyone here, Chewbacca, Augie Lane, Mind Over Brian, Light's Fantastic, and Jester Jasper, there it is. Thank you so much. You all did a fantastic job, and I hope to have each and every one of you back on the stream again at some point in the future. But in the meantime, any final words from our players?
Thank you, Effie.
Thanks
for watching.
Thanks for watching, guys.
Thank you for playing with us.
It was an absolute pleasure. And as I always say, thank you for
I'm
watching.
pretty sure Zogun is still possessed.
I'm pretty sure Zogun is possessed. That's canon. We're totally going to do that. And you know what? I think our last thing that we'll hear as we zoom out from Phandelver, or Phandalin, excuse me, we're going to hear in the distance, Ends of the Earth, bro.
We get back to Neverwinter and it's a...
Happy gaming, everybody. Be well, be safe, and don't forget to tune in next time. Cheers.